now watching Smokes and Jokes.
I was over here with a tambourine, like, hey, guys. Yo, a lot of people don't know that that's me and you on
you
that
and
track.
me, bro.
You know what I mean?
I
Mad years ago.
that hot box of a studio.
Yo, shout outs to Rick Aquino for making the logo, and then years ago making that track. And we didn't know how important that would be in our journey as marijuanists and herbalists.
Also, shout out to him for that fucking fire verse that he's got on that song. Let's not overlook that.
Yes, I will not. I won't overlook his fire verse. One of few verses I've ever heard Rick spit in my life, in my whole entire life. What's up, yo? How you feeling?
Y'all feel good. Like, you know, my skin is popping. You know what I mean? I'm drinking my water, getting my sleep. Okay. I got the new kitchen set up. So, it's I feel really good. How are you today?
Yeah, I'm chilling, man. I see you glowing over there. I see your afro starting to glow in. You know what I mean? You got your 70s fro going. Ungawa Black Power looking like. You know what I mean? Oh, okay. Do you have any kind of extra special earrings? Like I see your earrings. Do you have any extra special black shout outs? Because I know you usually got something black on.
I always got an extra black shout out. Today's extra black shout out is to Omega, who does the OSM shop. She
Damn, that's
right? That's that Power Stone. Talk about a fucking gauntlet. Hooked me up a couple weeks back with the OD Smoky Quartz, which is really great for like taking things away, you know, getting rid of bad habits and breaking old things. But Omega Cyphers at the OSM shop. You can find them on Instagram. They do all sorts of spiritual and like, you know, spiritual energy work. They're really dope, cool ass hip hop individuals. So shout out to them. That's my black shout out this week.
That's what's up, because I've been trying to do more black things and adjust my blackness, and I've been trying to get more into the crystals. But I don't see it. To me, it feels like I'm wearing rocks. I'm just going around looking for rocks. I'm paying for rocks when I could just, you know, I could book a trip somewhere and then get some real rocks from somewhere, right? Or am I bugging?
I mean, like, again, like sometimes you are just wearing rocks because there are a lot of people out here that are just like, you know, you can create crystals through like a chemical process. So it's like zirconium, right? Zirconium is like a type of company made crystal, like it's a man-made crystal. So like, right? But a diamond is like earth-made crystal. So basically, like, just do your research, man. Know your sources. Know who they get their shit or where they get their shit from. I personally, I'm starting to branch out. Like when I went to Brazil, I brought back some really nice crystals. I got like a.
Okay, she about to go get her crystal. This is how you know you artsy and black. When you like, hold on, let me go show you my crystals real quick.
Like this is a smoky amethyst straight from Brazil. This shit here would sell for like $90, $100, but this is like the genuine deal. You know what I mean? So like, just if people can't talk to you about what the crystal does or where it's from, or its metaphysical properties, and like they can't talk to you in detail about shit, then they are probably fucked up. They're probably not real crystals that you're buying. It probably is just rocks.
So so when you sell crystals, because I know a couple people who sell crystals, are you a crystallist? What's your title as are you a healer? Are you a shaman? Like
you can have many different roles in that in the crystal game, right? Because like wellness from a spiritual aspect, like the spiritual industry has grown a lot. You know, which
is a funny concept just to hear,
right?
So Yo, we really growing the spiritual industry right now. It's
Yeah,
like,
I mean, but it's true. So you could be a healer, or a lot of people who are called to be shamans are healers. Some people will identify as like witches and just be straight up about like the magic that goes into this, because it really is alchemy. The metaphysical realm, working with metaphysics, is really just alchemy. Alchemy is nothing but science and magic. Like science and faith is magic, right? So you could be a cook. Some people are chefs. Like some people are griots, like, you know, orators, the people who have like this wonderful some people are psychics or like guides, you know, and again that kind of falls into the shaman category. But everybody has their own language for it, especially when it varies from culture to culture. So like again, if people are using terms that like don't kind of match up with the culture that they come from or even their life experience, then I would just be wary of those people. Like it's real easy
I'm wary of
hoodwinked in this game. You know what I'm saying?
I'm wary of all people. Well, anyway, I'm Wilson Dickin, and we're on the podcast. The podcast. Oh, the podcast. Okay, we gotta get on. I think there's a delay because I feel like maybe the time is it. Hold on, let me see. Can you hear that?
Yeah.
Oh, because I felt like we had white people time just now. We wasn't on.
Wait, do it again.
All right, let me see. Okay. Yeah. Can you feel that? Can you get my blackness? Oh, right there in the podcast. Ow! Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. All right. It might have been.
It might have been a delay because that felt more black and organic than that first original.
Yeah.
I am O'Henny Cornelius, aka Stokely Carmichael, aka aka Mr. Fast Twitch Muscle. Shout me a holler, the second funniest comedian in the world. We're here at the podcast, the #1 podcast in the North Brooklyn area at this time, during this time slot, especially on this block.
On Fridays.
On Fridays. I'm pretty sure in a 3-block radius, there is no podcast that's going on at this time. I checked.
I'm gonna go one further, and I'm gonna go ahead and say that we are the most popular podcast in Brooklyn.
At
this time on Fridays.
Hold on. I'm gonna take it one further. Because I've been Googling. This is what I do. Like,
you've been Googling?
Yeah, I've been Googling, you know what I mean? Once a black man start to Google,
that's dangerous, man.
He's serious. Like, you know, they used to say a black man with a book is dangerous. Now a black man with Google, I've also been binging just to be ironic, but I've been Googling and doing my YouTube research in my categories, and I will venture to say we are the #1 podcast during the weekend slot in Brooklyn.
Oh,
and as well, most of the New York City region.
I think that's a good place to settle at. Most of the greater New York City region.
I ain't gonna say greater. I'm gonna just say the New York City.
Well, greater region. Is like
where's
like
greater?
Most of.
Where's greater? Okay.
Greater just sounds better. It just sounds better grammatically.
Because I like greater. I don't know if you adding things to greater. This is my lovely co-host, Joy Sanchez.
aka Kamala Harris, aka Mrs. Butterworth, though. World-class chef, fledgling comedian, published writer, proud black woman. What's good?
Word up. Yo, you are a pretty proud black woman. I like that.
Man. Yeah, hit me up. I recently rebranded my page, my associated page. So now you can find me on the interwebs at Radical Black Joy with an I. So like just make it simple.
Okay, we're gonna switch that up right now. I'm gonna put that on here for you. Okay, I'm gonna edit that. I want people to see that. Give me that again. Radical Black. You're spelling it different, right? You spelling it different.
I'm not spelling nothing different. I'm using proper spelling and grammar and all that.
You sure it ain't have a K in it?
No, RADICALBLACKJOI.
I had to just do that to stall them. That was just a stall move right there. I type very slow. There we go. Radical Black Joy.
Yeah, make sure y'all hit me up because I recently posted the new spring menu. Is some people know I make edibles, I make canna butter, and recently I made canna butter, which is the vegan butter. It's the vegan infused butter, dog. So now Julia Childs is also making the vegan treats for the potheads. You're not gonna be left out, son.
No left out.
So put those orders in, and we're thinking about having a bake sale. So like before, we'll talk about that later, but housing insecurity is very real for us out here. May 1st steadily approaches. So I'm thinking about having a bake sale, which basically is like, I'm gonna make a bunch of infused shit and leave the gallery open for the day so people can come and buy stuff. Y'all could chill, play games, whatever. But like, I need to make this money, man.
True indeed. We all need to make this money. Speaking of money, we are the podcast. If in any way you want to be a sponsor, you want a sponsorship, you can send your materials right here to the P.O. Box right 961 New York 10037, or leave a comment, say, hey man, we want to leave you some sponsorship. Mention us. We're definitely in exchange for money, in exchange for shouting you a holler, because we're an independent podcast. What?
Right? Self-made, self-paid.
Yo, black-owned business. That's what I try to tell people. I'm like, yo, if you see me doing it, I'm running it as a black-owned business. You better support it.
Facts.
You were just talking about rebranding, right? And I've been doing a lot. I literally have been doing a lot of work on the internet trying to find out what the rebrand is. I don't know. People who've seen the earlier episodes, we were in like yellow, but now we're in purple.
Right.
That's the color of gods, of royalty. So I wanted to continue on that.
Oh, and I got the purple lights happening today.
Okay, I see you with the purple lights. I could go purple with my lights, but then I become so black. I'm like, you see what I mean? Now it's like a scary movie in this motherfucker. So let me go back to white. Let me see that. Okay, here we go.
Ain't it funny how you always got to end up going back to white sometime?
Yeah, sometimes. Every now and again. I'm not mad. This is what I want to talk about, my rebranding. Since getting this pipe right here, I'm not going to lie, it has changed the whole experience with my marijuanage.
How so? Like,
first of all, I use a blend of. Right now, I'm smoking, because we're doing What Are You Smoking as well. I'm smoking Animal Cake.
Oh, ooh.
Animal Cake. It's top premium stuff this week. Animal Cake, right? But what I've been doing is using a blend of lavender and rose hips.
Ooh.
Sprinkling a little bit on top of it for the fragrance.
Fragrance, right?
For the fragrance. And but it's really been, and I no longer use a lighter unless I'm outside, but matches. I literally just ordered a triple stack box of matches. So Jeff Bezos is gonna send me those in a second. But I went to the corner store to get these for today, and it's just a. I'm just gonna have to show you, like.
Yeah.
It's a different level of enjoying. It's a different habit. It's a different ritual, if you will. Because I talk about, like, a lot of times with marijuana, there's a ritual with it. It's a spiritual aspect. It's not just like for like, I'm getting high. It's like a lot of people, once you find your grain or your strain that balances you out and the things that you need and when you need to smoke, then you really understand who you are as a person in your body. And this right here is bringing me like this real humble, very earthy element that I really like about life, that I enjoy with life and personal. And I'm able to express myself through this smoking pipe right here, if that makes sense. Yeah,
I think it lends some refinement to you, which is appropriate because now we're a little older now. You should get a little bit more, a little more with your habits. But like to the point of what you said, that's something I find that with my baking, as I like explore how to infuse different foods and like the, you know, this whole culinary journey that I'm going on now, transitioning to being a private and like private chef, that like it really makes me have to consider the specific flavor profiles of weed. So like right now, what I am smoking today is white runts. It's like a mix of runts and white rhino. It's, you know, again, it's I'm a sativa girl, so it is a sativa dominant. It is a sativa dominant blend. However, the flavor of it is really smooth and it goes really well. So like when I made butter out of it, I could tell like it has a different taste than when I make butter from blue cheese or when I make butter. My last batch of butter, which was made from the Purple Platinum, right? Purple Platinum had like some nice kind of I want to say fruity undertones, so it supported certain flavors better than others. The runts with the cookies, it's really good in the vegan cookies, especially because it doesn't have any like taste outside of just like what you would expect weed to taste like. And it kind of seems to like assume the same flavor as whatever you're mixing it with. So for example, when I put it in the butter, it tastes like butter. But when I put it in the vegan butter, it tastes like coconut. Right? It's because I use coconut oil for the vegan butter. Like, you know?
I was about to say, because I was like, I guess vegan butter tastes like coconut, but
Nah. My vegan butter is made with coconut, avocado oil, and olive oil, but coconut oil dominantly because it has the most fat, like soluble fat.
That's crazy. Yeah, I was roasted a long time for my cooking. Because I just cooked to eat. Like I didn't cook to survive, you know. I didn't cook to like make an elaborate meal. Like I've just now started to do. Yeah, I just now started to do.
You're just like I'm hungry. What do I have? Mix it together. This is edible. I'm eating.
Yeah. Right. As long as you know it's dead, it's not undercooked. We're alive. We can keep it going. But now I've just now started to like put rice in a little bowl.
Right.
Smash it down, flip it over, make a little rice hut. You know what I mean? So that when you present the rice, it looks better.
Right.
Yeah. It looks better. So
yeah, I mean, like, yo, the more as you get better, do things more, you start. You know, the thing I love about the pandemic is the attention and care that people now give to what they're doing. Right. So you, like you said, you're not really like, I'm not deep into chefing, but like now you take more care to think about the flavors and not just like just eating. Now it's like, what am I eating? What do I want to feel? What does my body need? What do I need to compensate my body? You know,
I like that concept, compensate my body. Like, you know what I mean? My body put a lot of work in, so I got to pay it. I got to compensate my body.
Do. Like, yo, people don't realize, you know, it's part of like us breaking all these generational things and systems that exist is that specifically when it comes to like medical wellness and health, the medical system has taken us from our own bodies, right? When we practice things that allow us to be in tune with our body, like meditation and just being aware of like how I feel. I know that if I feel weak physically, I know that I'm anemic, and me feeling physically weak is a sign that I don't have enough iron in my body. So instead of taking these iron pills that are gonna like maybe make me constipated or play in my system in a different way, I know I need to eat more leafy greens. I need to eat a meal with some beans in it. I need to maybe make a steak if I'm really, really depleted. You know,
get your legumes on.
It's like understanding what's going on in your body. Like you said, it allows you to self-manage and self-medicate in better ways than just like popping a pill. Like, there's mad vitamins and minerals in nature, dog. Like, even this weed right here.
Yeah. No, you definitely have to do some self-management, like some self-care. All right, let's get into some of these topics for today. because we got a lot going on. We're on episode 28.
28. What?
Yeah, we got a lot going on. So
I feel like our show is now getting its master's degree.
Yeah. Well, we got 52 episodes for this one. So, like, you know what I mean? Maybe there's a season 2. We don't know, but for right now, there's 52 episodes. So 28. I think maybe it took some time off to travel. The show is like now. The show is now in Egypt somewhere, dating a French woman named Jokin.
Can we be more? Yeah, we could be in Egypt. I like that. Yeah. Genevieve. We're dating Genevieve.
Genevieve. Or we could be wherever your mind takes us to. I'm just my trusty Joyal Delph pipe.
Joyal Delph.
I hate whoever I never Googled the company. It was a gift. So
you really should. I feel like that's a really great commercial tagline right there. Like Joyal Delph when you want to smoke for yourself.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna pitch that to Joyal Delph.
Let's pitch commercial.
No, because that's literally the new wave, and I'm seriously about that. There's gonna be there was a Marlboro Man. There's gonna be like a Snoop Dogg or Urkel. Now Urkel has his own weed. Purple Urkel
got his own weed.
Purple Urkel.
Did I roll that?
See, that should have been the slogan, but the slogan is like, he did that. And I'm like, yeah, because he's like, did I do that? And so it's like he did that.
Yeah. Nah.
But I definitely would have loved that. Did I roll that? Would have been a lot funnier. We gotta holler. We gotta get Steve Urkel on here. I'm still reaching out to Seth Rogen's people.
All right, Jaleel White is his name. I think he might feel away if you call him Steve Urkel when we reach out. You gotta be like, yo, Jaleel.
he just called the weed Urkel though. Like he knows he's capitalizing. Like,
that's true.
Yeah, let's not be like I don't like that. That's been the main problem I have with celebrity and the fame beast that's out there. At some points in my life, I've been engaged heavily in the fame beast, like trying to attack the fame beast. Oh, I get people to know me. I have them know this illusion of who I am, and they can take me into the fame beast, and like the fame beast will take over. But in reality, people like the shit they like for the time period in which they like it. And a lot of this shit is fleeting. So if a person knows you for being Urkel, hey, if I walk down the street, I don't know you, Lawrence Fishburne, I'm like Morpheus. I could choose to be like, my name is Lawrence Fishburne, or I could be like,
Yeah, no, I get that, because like it really begs the question, like, is it better to be known or like recognized? You know what I'm saying? Like, you could be recognized for being this person, but like I think it's like, as long as you're not talking to them like they're the character that you recognize them for, then like, you know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't be like, I might call Lawrence Fishburne Morpheus, but then I'd be like, I wouldn't be like, so how'd you get out the Matrix? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not.
I don't know.
What up, V? Shout out to VVV watching on the Instagram, on the Radical Black Joy Instagram.
Shout out Kool-Aid D VVVV. He doesn't know how impactful the music him and Heems, and I only know him and Heems. Like, I only interacted really with them two. I didn't get a chance to interact with the other boy who's the DJ boy. I said what's up to him real quick, but he was always quiet doing his own thing. But that music and that genre of style was so impactful for me because and to see it up close. And I was always telling them like, yo, y'all two are like hip hop Bill and Ted. Y'all gotta do it. You gotta like, you know what I mean? You gotta do it for the people.
I'd agree with that sentiment. I've actually,
Yeah.
what's funny is that so I grew up in Brooklyn, but a lot of my very, very good sister friend, shout out to PMDC, she went to Oberlin, right? And so you know, in her early years, I became friends with I knew a lot of her crowd, which ended up being like people like Casa Overall, who worked with Kool-Aid D and VV like a lot. So like I got to always hang out with them. And what's funny is like when we were really young, I didn't even know they made music until I got into Casa's music, and then they started working together. And that's when I was like, oh shit. And I totally agree with that, Bill and Ted. Like looking back on that time, like they totally, that would be the hip hop Bill and Ted would be so accurate. And I've always been a fan since then personally, just because of like, they are people who make music with the entirety of music in mind, not just the genre that they in, you know what I mean? Like they take elements from electronica, from rock, from jazz, from bebop, like they will pull from anywhere to put into what they're doing, and create this like genuine sound that is I think is token to just them, not like it's not a sound that's going to be like their sounds or their creations aren't things that I would mistake for other artists unless I know they produce those people, you know, if that makes sense.
Sure. No, for sure. It's what we love about each. I think what Kanye pointed out for me that now I see, each character, each artist that we love is like a figurine. And you know, and that's their uniqueness. We can have like a figurine for each, a wax statue, but like a small figurine.
Yeah.
Like because I didn't notice until I saw Kanye in each. I was like, we can actually have a doll for Kanye dressed a certain way for each album.
Yeah. And I think that's really like part of one of the most important things for artists to remember. You know, I remember growing up with like Madonna, watching Madonna and Janet Jackson and even Whitney Houston, and like they always had a different look. They always just evolved and allowed their artistry to evolve with them in all the ways, you know what I mean? Like I think like it's really important that we remember that, even if we look at people like Jay-Z, like not as imaginative, but there is a move. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Lately he grew out the dreads, you know.
Right. Now he's got a different look. But even when he was just a fade all the time, he did elevate his style. He went from wearing baggy jeans and white tees to like making videos where he's in 3-piece suits, you know what I mean? And fedoras and shit. So like
he pulled the pit bull.
Yeah, there is there is something to be said about like, I think that is like such a beautiful thing and invaluable when it comes to like how we even look at their art or like experience it or talk about it, you know? So shout out to them. What's our first topic though?
Yo, didn't I just have it up there? Let me put it back up there.
Nah, you put the
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, right. We talking about the white is white.
Yeah. I does this, man. I you know, I'm blazed, but I does this. The whitest white paint ever. The whitest white paint ever, right? Apparently it's supposed to do what?
It's supposed to like reflect the sun's rays, most of the sunlight, to like reduce the infrared radiation that's caused back into space. It's supposed to like basically bounce sun rays back into space to like help us not, you know, as right now the planet's kind of overheating. It's like superheating because it's absorbing all these sun rays and shit, like the depletion of our ozone layers. So it's like more radiation coming into our atmosphere. The average temperature is getting hotter. So like shit, like the polar ice caps are melting. Soon we're going to have a flood. That's like the only, you know, that's the next chapter in Revelations right now. So, and so, you know, one of the ways to combat this supposedly is to use the whitest white paint ever made to paint the top of roofs, like the tops of buildings, so those rays get deflected back into space like a mirror would work. The same way mirrors work with laser beams.
So they are using our time to create whiter things in the world.
Yeah, basically.
they
still betting on white. Like, I don't know why they still betting on white. Like,
but I did
bet on black, bro.
I did wonder, because when we were doing like solar panels and solar stuff, I was like, are we calling the sun here more? Is that better, or is it worse for us? So I'm never really clear on, because evolution, or our whole motivation as human beings, is that we eventually pass through our earth and leave it, and although we've been trying to figure out ways to stay here longer, the whole thing is that you come here, you leave, so your carbon footprint leaves, and eventually, if we're following the theory of evolution in life, the earth is meant to do that too. The earth is not meant to be here forever, so there's going to be things that we just can't control, like so for me like, and I'm not the smart genius of people who are sitting around being geniuses out there geniusing. But for me, if I was, I would be less focused in on creating the whitest white paint, and thinking about, what's next? How long do we have here, and how can we get rid of what we have here already? Is that something? Because does that make sense?
For me, right?
Yeah.
There's this
you gotta
thing
put that on there.
Again, as we had just mentioned, Morpheus and the Matrix, there was something in there that, like, they said, human beings forget that the earth doesn't need it to survive. We need the earth, right? Yeah. So I kind of am a genius in the geniosity circles. I'm a ghetto philosopher. I think a lot.
I see you geniusing.
Right. So I know that we have to do everything we can to save it. I just don't think that betting on white is the best decision. What up, Domo? Shout out to Domo So Crazy, watching on the Instagram. I know that, like, because the Black folks will go along with things, and we, like, brown people know how to be of the earth, to work with the earth. We know, all right, well, maybe we can't go up. We should start going down. I think the future is underground. Like, what I mean? That's why we have to learn how to adjust and kind of be by ourselves in the pandemic, because soon we're not gonna be able to really go outside. White people is about to, like, get into nuclear war. So what I mean? We need to start just thinking outside the box, think in the circle, think in the globe, what I mean? And go inward, because paint might not save our lives, dog. Like, I just don't think but I mean, also, it would work, though. In theory, it does sound like something to work, but I just don't think it's gonna work enough to make a big enough difference to, like, actually save us.
But we can stand the heat. We can stand the heat hotter, though. That's also one thing. I don't know if that's actually true, but
that's true. No, it is true. People, like, indigenous cultures come from places that are naturally hotter. We've all been closer to the equator. Just think about it. Most colonized people are from places that are right next to the equator. So we're automatically used to, like, temperatures about 50 to 70 degrees warmer than other places, other cultures, like European cultures. You know what I mean? These niggas go to Jamaica and come back baked, like fried, like, you know what I mean? So
they had. I don't know if you know Terrence Nance. I don't know if he ended up actually directing Space Jam 2, but I know he was up to direct Space Jam 2. But Terrence Nance, he was the director for the HBO series. what was it called? Random Acts of Flyness, I think it was called Random Acts of Flyness.
Oh yeah, I tried to get into that. It's like it's something, but I've seen it. Yeah,
it was pretty good. But I think I believe it was him, and I could be, because I've seen so many independent films and independent film work. He had a film where at ABFF where basically nobody could go outside, and everyone wasn't allowed to go outside without suits and everything like that. And then this young little girl goes outside and she's expecting to die, and she was just living, but she was a little dark-skinned Black girl. So it was like the world had done all of this evolution only for white people's problems, you know? So it was, it was wild. You know, that's why I'm still on it. Like I don't know what to do at certain points, because I'm not. I have a geniusness in a certain realm,
right?
And to actually, like, you know, to actually have a thought, I have good thoughts, but to know how to make a flying car that's Black owned, that has certain features that Black people need, like a window that shows your ID right there, so I don't have to, you know, I don't have to,
satin head covers, satin
yeah, you know, satin
hair, you know, can't hair.
You can see my license and registration right there in the window.
Right, it just comes up. It's like an extra panel in your window.
You know, and my hand it's digital. It's digital. It would be digital.
So it just come up on the
window.
Oh, so like maybe like a holograph.
A holograph, to pop up, and so I wouldn't have to move my hands. They could check all my information and shit like that. Like, you know, Black people need things like
you'd have to put the switch by the steering wheel, because you know we out here like this.
Yeah. So
you know what I mean, so it should be right behind the steering wheel.
The Black digital switch, like, you know, but I want to, but I want Black people to start thinking like that. I know we're like droned out with dope. Like, the rap music is good to listen to, I guess, to drone out to, but I want that kind of music to switch over now into like that kind of thought where we can talk about these high level concepts, because rap music, like our podcast, is getting older, and
we must evolve. We must evolve, my guy.
Our conversations have to evolve, so we can't just keep molecular physics to the molecular physics realm. We have to bring that to hip hop. We have to bring the solar issues that we're having to hip hop. You know.
Word.
Yeah, and that's just where I'm at.
On a side note, gonna mention our allied MCs, Nathan Darfour 4 bars, and Hilla the Killer, who do that, right? They bring issues of environment, of food scarcity, of oppression, of you know, human rights and legal rights to the realm of hip hop for people to digest. You know what I mean? And like, they're not Black, but they are.
I was about to make I said I didn't know how to feel about that, because I love them, and that's a space that they can hold. But I feel like that space, even for Black people to exist in, hasn't been made comfortable for young Black kids to
There's
even
somebody,
embrace.
I'm gonna find the rapper. But there is a rapper. There is a Black rapper. I follow him on my other Instagram. I'm gonna find his name and see if we can get him on the show. But he does that too. He does talk about food justice. He talks about housing insecurity. He talks about racial issues. He talks about like Afrofuturism, like ideas, because he also makes music for children.
We need
Fuchs.
that. We need
Fuchs
that.
does that too. Fuchs. Boom.
Fuchs.
Yeah,
we need that. We need to get Fuchs on here. We need to get whoever your boy is on here. Shout out Mahala. Somebody put a comment up here. Hip hop definitely needs to grow up. That is for sure. Shout out
to Tony Belafonte.
Yo, word up, Tony Belafonte. Amazing actress. You know, we're gonna go into. You got to go to the bathroom, right?
Yes.
So
I was trying to keep that between you and me.
oh, my fault. She in my private chats. I'm gonna make this wild statement, and I'm gonna let people think about this real quick before and let you run to the bathroom. I'm gonna play a video. I'm gonna make the wild statement first. Jackie Robinson was a coon who ruined the Negro Leagues? Question mark. All right, let me play. Let me.
Oh, we're gonna talk about this in a minute.
Yeah, let me play this.
You are now watching Smokes and Jokes.
Sky surfing, smoke with me. Won't you smoke? Sky surfing, smoke with me. Sky surfing, smoke with me. Won't you smoke? Sky surfing, smoke with me.
All right, yo. I don't know where she at right now. She's still in there. She must be slipping a do. Nah, I'm messed up. Well, anyway, so this is okay. The topic: Jackie Robinson was a coon who ruined the Negro Leagues. It came from a post on Instagram. On Instagram, I saw a post on Instagram by a very good performer friend of mine that I know. I'm not gonna name him just because I don't want it to be late. Like if y'all know, y'all know. I don't want y'all to judge him for his whether it's his actual opinion or not.
Oh, I'm judging.
So
I'm judging.
yes, so basically, there are interviews out there. There are apparently interviews. I didn't even look it up. I initially felt so slandered. There are interviews out there because people were so against, which I am, against integration of the leagues. They felt that Jackie Robinson leaving the Negro leagues was messing up the game, and that Jackie Robinson wasn't actually one of the best Negro League baseball players. He was just someone willing to go down and sign up and be a part of the MLB, but he was better than all of the white players. So, what you feeling about this statement?
You know, I'm a proud Black woman, so
yes. Okay.
I'm gonna say I both agree and I disagree. I agree and disagree.
Okay.
Or I agree, but I don't blame him for it, because there's also the added dimension of it was like the early 1900s, and the racism at that time, when somebody gave you a choice of like, yo, join our league, the tactics of violence that were more often used. Like, yeah, now cops are kind of hunting us, but back then it was like any old body could threaten or kill or beat up a Black person and nobody would give a fuck about it, right? It's like going to the store and the clerk can just like punch me in the face and in front of a cop and nobody would care. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't say sir, right, when I bought my shit. So
yeah, maybe things have changed, maybe not, but go ahead.
I'm just saying in general they have. I think that that's a whole different psychology, right? Like not being able to having to choose between not making enough or making enough to feed and support your family in a time when, like, yo, you know, your league is gonna be decimated anyway, because that is the goal of the people with the power and the money. Like, do I continue to suffer with my people if I can be great right now? Because you got to also, and I think that Jackie didn't necessarily ruin the league. It did contribute to the end of the league, but the end of the league was coming anyway. And I think by Jackie deciding, well, I'm better than all these white boys, so then I'll be seen as the best, I will be able to be a good example for the rest of my brethren who are looking to be still in this game later. You know what I mean? And I think maybe that was just like a decision of survival he kind of had to make for himself. And it'll be seen as a betrayal, but also he did it in a way that allowed us all to look better. You know what I mean? Because when you got that Negro that's shining, everybody's like, oh, well, you know, maybe y'all ain't that bad after all. I like Jackie Robinson.
Oh, shining Negro. Just a shining. I see you shining, Negro. I'm torn. I didn't even think about it like that until I saw the post. I've always just exalted Jackie Robinson, hands down. I never even thought about it. And then I saw that post and I was like, Emma Effer. They done stretched my mind with this thought, and my mind can't go back now. So if I'm here, it's me, my 3 closest friends. We all in it together. Just 4 of us. It don't even have to be a whole league. Just 4 Negroes that I know. And what we got is working. It ain't the best, but it's working. And the only reason why it's not the best because we're doing it in comparison to something that's already been established years before we have, you know. I've definitely been having issues with selling our masters, selling things like selling futures, because the stock market is very clear for a lot of us, and what a lot of us do is sell our futures. If we, you know, and it's not like our fault for some parts of history, but as we have more information now, it's definitely so. In 1920s Black man mind, how much are you really aware? How much do you know? I think you.
My bad, because my roommates are here now, so they're you know.
They're just busting in like, hey, you got a podcast? What's up, yo?
But like, how aware could they really be? Like, I was having this conversation with my dad, and it's not about baseball, but like, so I didn't get to walk with my graduating class, right? I was forced to go to summer school, despite being a straight A student with a 3.8 grade point average, accepted into many, many Ivy League schools, and like, I was a good student, well-rounded, right? And I had more than enough credits on paper to be a high school graduate. I earned my diploma by all technicalities. Right? Now, I also was a teenager living in poverty, helping my mom by having an after-school job. Right? And so when the summer came, I got a full-time job because I needed to help my mom survive. Right? We need to survive. It's more important than me sitting in a classroom for a school that I already graduated from. And you making a big deal about it because why? There's nothing, just because I didn't do my homework, there's nothing else that shows that I didn't do some homework, not even all my homework. It was like,
well, did you pass the classes?
No, he failed me because of the 10 homework assignments. And I had to write a paper. I ended up writing this like 5-page paper, a thesis paper about why I deserved to just skip summer school.
Yeah. Because
the extenuating circumstances of my life dictated it was more important for me to spend 8 hours a day working to earn income to help my family keep a roof over my head and food on the table than it was for me to not be earning during the only times that I was actually allowed to work, right? As a minor, you can only work till like 5 p.m. So if I'm in school till 3 p.m., what kind of money am I making working 2 hours a day, right? No. But that now I could look at it now and have the language to understand the implicit bias of white teachers when they teach Black and brown students that we weren't aware of or even thinking about in 1997, 2000. You know, nobody thought about these things. So like context matters. Like what we know matters. And I think that like he made the most informed decision. And that's why he went on to quote unquote greatness.
Greatness is our greatness only greatness when it's compared to white.
Also, will we still be talking about? So will we still be talking about? I want to ask, will we still be talking about Jackie Robinson? If what if there was multiple offers out and he was just the first one to say yes?
Yeah. Or what I think the idea was that all of was going around, everyone was saying no. They were like, hey, man, this is going to ruin our league. And Jackie Robinson was like, I'm trying to get this paper, yo. Like,
I don't think that's what he was. I think he really was like, yo, trying to get this paper, but yo, they trying to shut it down regardless. Like it was going to end regardless. I don't think to put it all on Jackie. I don't think it's right to put it all on Jackie.
Yeah, no, I'm not putting it all on Jackie, but it did make me think for sure. Like, and I wondered about the choices that we make and trying to like even with the podcast, like we're the most popular podcast in the North Brooklyn area.
Right.
But says someone wants to come in like, all right, leave your podcast and come do this podcast. It does it. And I posed a question on Facebook. Does it matter more to own a $500,000 a year business, a business that's worth $500,000 that you own, or work for someone else and make $1 million a year? And it's like either or, not like, oh, I'll work for 5 years doing that. Like, no, you don't get that time back. You can get hit by a bus in that 5th year. So it's either or. We're only thinking about this one moment right now in time. You feel me? What is it? What's your choice?
I don't know. Right? Yeah. Here's the way because I'm a Gemini. Everybody should know that my birthday's in about a month. We're gonna come with the toast. Yo, we're doing the toast and roast this year again. So
roast and toast. What's it called?
Roast and toast.
Okay, so you getting roasted?
Maybe not. That's your decision. You could roast me or you could toast me. You know what I'm saying? Either way, we're gonna laugh.
Oh, okay.
That's the whole point.
I like that.
So I think that there's good in both parts of it and there's bad in both parts of it. Like for me, ownership means something. Building something myself and seeing and growing something with my own hands and my own mind and my own abilities, that means something. And so I'm always down for people who want to work with me. I'm not down personally for working for anyone anymore, just because I don't respect hierarchical structures. I don't think they benefit the most people. And I'm a person that's about all of us. You know what I mean? Yeah. However, I too am of the analytical minds and the financial mind to say, well, if I leave let's say I leave my show and I go make $1 million a year. I personally am also the person who would turn around and buy my old podcast, and invest in that company so I could be a co-owner of it on the low, right? And give it what it needs to grow, right? So yeah, I would take for myself, but I think when you take for yourself, you also are responsible for giving something back to the ones that you bailed on, or the ones that you chose yourself above. Because it's not always about I'm leaving you. Sometimes it's just about I got to take care of me so I can eventually help you take care of you too. But if I'm useless, if I have nothing, how can I share it from an empty cup? I gotta go
like
fill
that.
my cup up, and then I could turn around and pour some out in your cup. You know what I mean? And as long as
like that. I like that.
as long as we're doing that, I think it's okay to make the choice of self-preservation first and always, but also remember your responsibility to the root system that you're connected to, and just pour some out to them too.
Yeah, pour some out to your homies.
Clap back, queen.
Clap back, queen.
Clap back, queen.
Excuse me. Oh my God. My voice is tickled. Right here. That's it right there.
That's it right there.
I'm gonna.
All right. So, what would you do? What would your choice be?
I think I've made my choice a lot of times, and I feel like I've been more. Many times I've been offered like I don't have the. I want to say that I want to take the $1 million and work for myself and buy back my thing or work blah blah blah. But I want to be honest with the depth of when you work for someone else, they're paying you $1 million. You have to work for that $1 million. That is not. It's not. No one's. That's not coming frivolously. Especially, I feel like if it doesn't come in the succession of order of things in which you can like make $1 million without effort, you know, someone's just like, hey, I'm going to give you $1 million. Here's $1 million. I think, no, hey, you work for me. Your pay is $1 million. You work for me. I'm going to need your mind, your effort, your time. And you don't get that time back. So I don't think, and I do feel that I could commit more to the $1 million than the $500,000 business if it's already established. That's the thing about it. Now, if you're in a place where you got poop butt all and somebody's like, here's something, that's a different equation. But when you are working with the most popular podcast in the North Brooklyn area at this time period during on Fridays, from the weekend as well,
right?
On the weekends in the greater New York, in the greatest New York area, I'm not sure I want to give up the time that it takes to work for someone else for that money than I would to be the owner of the thing that is maybe not as big or as circulated, but people love it, and people who do love it and respect it know it well, you know. Before I go, I got the Buffalo Police thing here, but before we do that, really real quick, what's the weirdest thing you ever rolled out of?
Rolled out of? Bible paper. You know those Bible, the front sheets that are like mad thin, like tissue paper, Bible paper.
Yeah.
I've been there, done that. One of my uncles who was in jail, and like we were somewhere, and he's like, "Fuck it, you got a Bible?" And I was like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah." And
that back paper, you can roll it crazy. Has legal weed ruined the independent weed man?
Nah, I think it empowered the independent weed man.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it set us up for success, right? Because think about this. All we gotta do is like be aware of the business systems, right? The legalities of it. As they develop, get that paperwork and file it. We already got the infrastructure. We already got our staff. So all you gotta do, right, is make sure you file that LLC paper. So only $200. That's not $200, right? Or if you have like
there's gonna be the licenses to
right to get that license.
Yeah.
So you do it under your company name, and then anybody who works for you, Like all your corner boys, they're now on staff. They're now on staff and they get a salary. That you know what I mean? You can do it as a commission-based salary, so everybody's an independent. Like, come on,
I'm giving you your 1099G,
right, baby.
It's a 1099G, baby. I'm a 1099G, fam. Don't even fuck with me right now.
I'm a 1099G, bro.
Yeah.
Big G. You heard?
I feel like but you know, a part of it is that you don't want to be taxed by the government for that. You don't. And also, they're going to control the distribution, control what your access is. I guess they sort of do now, but with the illegality of it, this is my thing. This is my thing. I got you. Hustlers, all the hustlers out there, I got y'all, baby. You know what I mean? I'm a thinker.
You be thinking.
Yeah, I got y'all. Get a weed away free.
Whoo! What? Now you a charity, bro.
Charge for delivery. It's for you.
That's for you. Yo, I gotta smoke on that one.
That's for you right there. You know what I mean? Don't even worry about it. I'm giving you game. Free game. Right here. Less taxes, more write-offs. That's what I'm talking about. More, you know what's also, hey, here's another opportunity, right? For our friends that are finance heads who know the banking system. Form a bank in New York, because think about this, like Colorado, because it's not federally legal yet. All the money you make cannot be deposited into a FDIC bank, because it counts as drug money. So some black folks, if y'all in finance, start a bank. Can y'all start a New York bank? Because we're going to need it. Damn, a New York bank?
Yeah, that's why other states, they've had to do it because there's like the illegalities. It's funny. When you really think about it, state rights and federal rights not being on the same page sets the states up to be like money launderers, basically.
Tell me more. I don't get it.
Think about it like this. If weed is illegal on a federal level, but my state, New York, who I pay taxes to, takes my weed money that's legal in my state. Now the state takes our taxes, and sends it to the federal government in federal banking systems. We deposit our money into a federal system. Or like our tax dollars go back into our businesses, and our businesses go to our federal taxes. So basically, any state where it's legal, the business washes the weed money, and then it goes to the feds as clean money. If my study of the law and any of my
so why is it not legal federally then?
Huh?
Why is it not legal federally?
I don't know. Nobody will sign that bill yet. I'm hoping
who's the federal government? That's the president, right?
Yeah, that's the Congress, the Senate, the president, till we make it a federal law. It's just like, remember when weed was legal in Jersey, but not in New York? Like, you can't cross state lines. You're not you couldn't get delivery from Jersey to New York because that's across state lines. That's a federal crime, right? Yeah. So like, now that it's legal in New York, we can get delivery from businesses in Jersey or businesses in California. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Can you? No.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, really, when we think about it.
And is it illegal can you get delivery? Because it's going to be illegal for them to travel state to state with it.
Not if it's two states that it's both legal in. It's not transportation.
You can't. I wouldn't be able to drive. I wouldn't be able to drive through an illegal state, right? Like, so if I got caught in like a legal state, like fucking Utah or something like that. Say it's illegal. I don't know which, North Dakota or something, and they caught me, and since it's not federally legal, I could go to jail, right? Or I could just go to jail for, even though I'm traveling through, I go to jail just for trafficking because it's federally. So the federal government can still arrest me, right? Not the states. The states would be like, well, we don't have a problem with you. But the federal government is like, no, we have a problem with you. Am I mistaken, or Can we Google this? Because before, I think all of this is important. This is the work that we have to do, because as they're legalizing it, I don't want to be tricked and taken advantage of as the laws are rolling.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You
I mean,
good,
all
girl.
we can do right now is just like really all we can do right now, as New Yorkers, as pot advocacy folks of a certain prominence in the community, being that we are the co-host of the most popular podcast in the greatest New York City area on the weekends. We have a responsibility to like just be very aware of the laws, keep reading and informing the people. We keep dropping that free game, keep giving this game away, right? Because we ain't here to play games, dog. We're not here to play no games. We don't.
All right. So let's get this last and
speaking of playing no games, I think that we should give the Green Apple Award to a Buffalo police officer named Carol Horn, right? A couple years ago, she got fired when she intervened when her white counterpart had a black man in a chokehold during a regular stop. She tried to intervene. Like she fought her fellow officers and intervened and essentially saved this black man's life, right? And they fired her for it. So now recently this year, the Supreme Court overturned it and has restored her back pension and all of these things, restored her to her title. You know what I mean? So I feel like she should be a national hero. She should be getting like a Medal of Freedom right now, right? For doing the right thing and being that elusive good apple that people are always talking about and yet we never see. Because this here is a black woman who is an actual good apple, and we need to be putting her on the front page of every newspaper, magazine. She needs the voice, huh? She needs work. She needs it all.
She's getting that Green Apple Award. She's getting the Green Apple Award.
The Green Apple, good Apple Award, dog.
When you are a good, crisp, green, like just a healthy apple, you're doing stuff in society that we love to see as Black, brown, just human beings, because we just want to see humanity for however long our existence as humans are to be here on this planet and others. We want to see it mature in the best way possible, and we can't spend all of our time like just constantly taking away from society. We got to start adding to society. So can you find out? Let's Google her name, please. Miss Horn.
It's Carol, CARIOL HORNE.
CARIOL HORNE. Carriol?
Yeah, Carriol. There's some video there if you want to play a video clip from one of them.
Okay. Where's the video? Which you want to share a screen or something?
Can I share a screen?
I can share the screen with you. But
wait, I can share screen. I can share screen. Here we go.
Okay. Yeah.
Let me just get us set up over here.
Get it set up. Get it set up.
This is from TMZ, though. We all love it from TMZ, don't we?
Yeah.
Yo, did you ever think you'd see the day when TMZ was like a valid news source?
Hey, we keep going with the podcast. I've been talking about progress and sticking with things in the progress and eventually seeing it progress. And if you stick through with it, stick through. Okay, what's this right here? Is it?
All right. Okay, so what I'm gonna just do the shorter video that was on. Damn it.
So yes, I believe TMZ is a notable news source that we're actually looking at right now. So if we're looking at it, we're real human.
There are longer videos, as you can see, but we're gonna just this right here.
Yeah. Let's get a little glimpse. Let's just get a little glimpse. Come on. Fired BPD suspect wins full pension.
See, stop. And like, I think that is valid. I think, like, what do you think? Like, have you ever heard of a good apple? Have you ever seen one of these good apple cops that we are always hearing about?
No, definitely. This is a story that should be blasted a little bit more and should be like talked about for sure. And plays should be made and like series should be made about her life, because I'm sure her life in the department has changed too. And I'm sure her life as a cop has changed.
Yeah.
The way other cops treat her. I'm sure you know that it probably affects all of that. So, and some people probably want to be like, okay, you know, she stepped up for us, and some people maybe want to be more good cops, but for the overall, it has seemed okay. Is this playing?
I think so. You know, my computer's hella slow. I gotta get more memory. All right, let's just not do this and say that we did.
Yo, there. Carry on.
I'm sorry, I was so impatient. Okay. I'm just like so impatient with this, because like this shouldn't be happening, and it is, and I know why. Like more memory.
Yeah. So. Well, we answered the question: should she be a national hero? Yes, she should be a national hero, and because I feel like there has been an over policing in the Black neighborhood. As you know, I make music and songs to sort of soundtrack our existence as human beings in different realms. And I made a song called They Over Police. And on that song, we having a, oh, snap, let's go. Hold on, before I go into my, okay, hold on, y'all, hold on. I'm gonna bring him in real quick, but I'm still doing my spiel real quick. So I'm gonna bring him in, but I'm still doing my spiel. All right?
Who's here?
All right.
Oh,
yeah.
Play the clip. Wait.
Play the clip. I gotta play the clip. So.
Can I?
Sky surfing, smoke with me. Won't you smoke? Sky surfing, smoke with me. Hi.
Yeah, she was in it right there.
Yeah, I was
I'm high right now.
Yeah. As you should be. Good for you, bro. How you been? How are you?
I've been good, man. Just working. I've been in the back cave. You know what I mean? I'm here and inside. You know, I'm in the gardens. In the garden state.
That's like very guarded. That's a beautiful garden. That's which makes me ask, what did you partake in? I should say.
Some haze, some old haze. It was like a little stale. Yeah, it was a little stale. It was a little crunchy. It didn't even break up like bud. It was like a little dry. Yeah.
Yo, so hold on. Let me finish. May 1st, we got the event at the Clapback Queens headquarters in Brooklyn.
Right.
Make sure you come through. It's They Over Police. So we're trying to just get positive interactions with cops. That's all we want. We want positive interactions with police officers.
Whoa! I walk in at police talk. What's going on?
Yeah.
Nah,
We was just talking about Harold.
Did I enter the wrong chat right now?
Nah.
Should I be worried?
Nah.
Nah,
We don't want to be worried. That's what they over police us is about. Like we don't want to be worried. We shouldn't have to be worried. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
so it's
for
like
sure.
it's a movie documentary on April 30th. We're gonna have Linda McCrae of Reels of Thumb on the show to talk about it and everything like that. But right now,
Nice.
we got my man Richie in the building.
Richie.
Yeah.
Yo, what's popping, yo?
Not much, man. Just working, putting in final touches after final touches, man. You know, for the you know, for the first episode that's going down on the 20th. We hoping to show it tomorrow night. At the event tomorrow night. Yeah. But we're gonna definitely it's gonna be out YouTube and IGTV on what's that? When is 420? Saturday?
Tuesday.
See?
Yeah.
Tuesday.
Saturday is tomorrow. Okay, there you go. Yeah. For sure. So have you seen some of the chat? Have you seen some of our chat tonight?
No, this is a cold call for me, bro.
Oh,
yo,
shit.
would you like? Yo, I got a good deal on a triple play, Optimum.
Yeah.
I can get you your cable, your phone. Nah, I have it. What's the topic, man? What y'all talking about?
What was the weirdest thing you ever rolled out of?
That I ever rolled out of? Damn, the weirdest thing. It would probably be that I smoked out of or rolled. The difference.
I think rolled, but what's the weirdest thing you ever smoked out of?
All right, so rolled would probably be I just went like just barbaric and I took a piece of brown paper bag. My mom used to have the brown paper bags in the drawer for lunch. So I took a piece of the brown paper bag. Yo, like, yo, fuck it, it's the same thing as a Dutch, a Philly. Because I was underage. I could have gone to the store and be like, yo, let me get a Philly. So, and I was a newbie. Like before that, somebody had rolled it for me.
How fast did that smoke? How? I just gotta know how.
It was like smoking a bonfire of tires. Is what it was. Yeah, yo, it was the worst, yo. It was all brown paper bag, yo. It was all brown paper bag. It lit up like Indiana Jones when he lights a torch. That's how it lit up. Man, one puff and I felt like I was poisoned, yo.
Has legal weed ruined the independent weed man?
Nah. Streets is never dead, B. Streets not with that. I think in the long play it might take him out. It could, but not right now. Nah.
Yeah, for sure. I think Cat's gonna have to switch up. I think that's just what it is. Cat's gonna have to switch up. My weed man gonna have to be a lot nicer. You're gonna have to be a lot nicer than me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. I got too many options now. It's like, it's like when Tinder came around, my girl had to be nicer. Like, you know what I mean? It's like I got options. Like, I will swipe right on your life, B. So you know what I mean? I think that's the same kind of thing, yo. But yeah, man, we was just here. Were you trying to do an unraveling? You said you had an unraveling or something you wanted to do?
Me? Nah.
Yeah.
Unraveling.
Like a gift opening or something like that.
Unboxing. Yeah, but that's gonna be pre-recorded though. That's gonna be pre-recorded. Yeah.
Oh, you pre-record all your stuff.
Well, with that, yeah. Because I wanted to look nice. I didn't record some nice footage beforehand.
What are you unboxing? Can I know?
Well, I recently allegedly just got my medical marijuana card for here in New Jersey. So I've been able to buy for medicinal purposes officially. So yeah.
That means
Yes.
that means
So
you get
so you know,
that
so far
high
I
quality.
just did the buying process so far. Like just went, showed up to the spot, you know, bought some stuff as pickup, you know, and asked him for a 4 for $4. I got in the drive-through. and,
Let me get a
and just
4 for 4, yo.
yeah, and just kept it pushing, yo. Yeah.
How was the taxes on it though?
Good question.
You know what? That is a good question. That is a good. I didn't even look at the taxes on it. I think we might have just been regular sales tax because it wasn't.
What you got, an eighth or something like that, or how
Yeah, I
may
bought a
I
few
ask?
different. Allegedly, I
Okay.
bought a few different things, and
Yeah.
just in case I'm not supposed to be saying this in you know, in any
Of
type of
course.
public forum.
We don't, and that's also, we got to know the rules. What's the
Yeah,
rules behind it? You know what I mean?
yeah,
If you got a medical card, can you talk about it? Like, you know, what's the
right. Yeah, no,
what's the process?
I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know. That's why I'm taking precaution right now. But
Yeah.
pretty much, it's. I mean, I couldn't go in the spot because you know, obviously because of COVID, everything is shut down. But it was pretty interesting. Like, I never thought I'd be in a situation where I would be pulling up, drive through, getting bud handed to me.
Legally.
Yeah.
That
By the
must
government.
be nice.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't government, it was a dispensary, but it's okay for them to give it to me. Says the government. You know what I mean? So
Yes. Were they black
yeah.
owned?
That I don't know. But the people
Come
that
on,
was
my
working,
brother.
that I don't know. Now that it was allegedly Harmony Dispensary was the one I allegedly went to.
Okay. You
So
gotta wake up,
you,
my brother.
yo, you know, that's the thing. They got to give us the opportunities to be able to open our own dispensaries and stuff, man. With all this, you know, legalization and stuff. So
Yeah, when I heard about it opening up, I tried to get a dispensary, a license, and a dispensary. They said it was
you tried to get a
$1 million.
dispensary. You tried to
No, I
get one.
promise you. I tried to get a license so I can get a dispensary, son.
Where?
I promise you.
That's what's
The
up.
buy-in was like $1 million.
Oof.
And you had to get like 10% of it. I think it was like 100,000. It wasn't that crazy.
Sound
But I
like
didn't have
bail.
100,000. Yo, I did not have 100,000. Let's see.
Who does?
Harmony Dispensary, New Jersey. Sale sour diesel vapor carts 25%. Okay, 20. Oh, they got a 21 and over and a 18 and over. Would they sell you different buds?
Yeah, you know what? Let me see. I can't open it right now, but
I'm looking on it
right
online.
on
Yeah,
camera. Let me hold up. Give me a second.
yeah. I'm looking at it. Ooh, they got some nice strains. They got the medical. Harmony cultivars. Okay. We see you, Harmony. Harmony Dispensary. I'm gonna label the title of. That's what I'm gonna label the title of this episode. Harmony Dispensary.
Yo, do you know that Instagram took down my live because apparently our content goes against community guidelines?
Wow.
I saved the footage, so we'll watch it later. Talk about
Oh wow. Oh snap. Look what it says. Give it back. If you have a medicinal card, you can't get a legal weapon.
Wow.
You can keep that gap, baby.
That's
I'm smoking on this. I'm smoking on this medicinal. You can keep that gap. I'm good.
He said you can keep that gap.
Yo, for real. So this is what I got. I got some G perps. Let me hold it up.
Okay.
G perps.
Okay.
Yeah. And the inventory goes quick, man. So you gotta look.
Yeah, just don't show the receipt. Don't show the receipt. I mean, like the tag on it. Don't show it. Yeah.
Nah, yeah, because this is like nutritional facts.
Yeah.
See,
what was the second one that you held up?
This my
G6.
bad. It's G6, yeah.
All right.
They all fly. They all plain names. They just be getting you ha.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, I missed out because a lot of it. This is called country. Let me see.
Okay.
Country.
That sounds like it's just gonna put you to sleep. Like it's gonna pick you up and wrap you in its arms and carry you to bed.
Excuse me. This is Mandarin cookies, is what it's called. This one.
Okay.
Let me see.
Man,
And the
Mandalay
bag ain't
cookies.
see through. Yeah, the bag isn't see through. Unfortunately, I got some wedding cake. I know a lot of people probably heard about that one.
Yeah.
Ice cream cake. See, they be naming it all these names, and it don't even need to be all of that. Like
Yeah. Well, it's for the cultivars. It's for the
Sunny.
people.
Yeah, I know Sunny G.
Yeah,
Another one. Oh, this is
Sunny
green.
G.
So the green screen. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's take it out. Sunny G. And this is yeah, Sunny G. So the percentages on THC don't be like. I mean, I don't know what I'm not a scientist, so I wouldn't be able to tell you what the percentage of the
On the
THC on
streets.
the stuff in the street. Yeah. But
Yeah.
most of these are around like 20%. Some are a little bit over, some are a little bit under.
Okay, that's
So
not that
I
bad.
caught some of the Reggie. I got there late, caught some of the Reggie, some 17%. You know what I mean? But I was like, it's medicinal. Let me try it.
Okay, they got T Gritty OG. That's 50/50 indica and sativa. I wish they had their website split between sativa and indica, so I could just like pick. You know what I mean? That's how.
I think you could filter it if you're looking on the site right now.
Yeah, I'm looking on the site right now. I'm trying to
Yeah.
gefilte fish it, but I can't gefilte fish. But you could go to different cultivars and see what it is. This is nice. I like they have an education. I love it. I just want I want black people to be a part of this wave. That's all it is. And I want good black people who deserve it. I know it sounds weird, but it's just about time. It's about time. All right, who's playing the music?
Not me. I mean, there's music from outside, but it's not me.
The music. Oh, I got a TV on in here. Yeah. Some background. You know what I mean? Some background noise right now.
I see you. I see
you. Out of focus.
Yeah. That's crazy. But your nuggets in focus though. Yeah, but
that's great use of signage, man. Like perfect.
Yeah, that's hilarious. But for sure, we got the show on 4/17 this Saturday in Brooklyn at the Unruly Collective. We got the 420 Clapback Queens headquarters. We got 5-1 at Clapback Queens with the Day Over Police.
And that's the Mayday.
Yeah, Laugh Don't Cry, Mayday show. Anything you want to promote, Richie, before you get out of here?
Just 420 Roach Clips, Smokes and Jokes Roach Clips, yo. Episode 1.
Yes,
yeah, sir. Man. If you come to the show on the 17th, and you said there was a show on the 20th, Clapback Queens. Where's that one at?
That's at my living home gallery in Brooklyn. It's right off the A train. It's so easy to get to. So, like, if you're able to come through. We're gonna have a bake sale all day. We're gonna open up for like a bake sale, a wake and baked brunch. Nice. So we'll be like cooking and like have food. There might be some thick fillet coming through. We don't know. So
thick fillet.
Yeah, just stay tuned to Radical Black Joy on Instagram. I'll let y'all know.
Hold on, thick fillet sounds like. Am I hearing that right? Thick fillet.
Thick fillet, yeah, that's Jazzy. That's Miss Jazzy. You know Jazzy.
I don't know, but what does she do? Thick fillet.
She makes bomb ass food, son. Like
ass
food. We popping up on I believe the 27th, April 27th. We're gonna pop up at Blinky's out in Williamsburg on Grand Street. So like again, stay tuned to Radical Black Joy. I'll pop up about that. But her food is bomb, especially the chicken sandwich. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Sound good.
Yeah, it's so good. Yo, live your best life, dog. Like,
at Richie, what's your Instagram is this, right?
At Richie.wave. Yeah. There you go.
I don't know what's going on next door, but that shit sounds hella lit.
It's hella lit. Yeah.
I live next to a restaurant, and the outside is outside my window. So it's like,
oh, okay. Yeah, I'm about to finish cleaning up right now and just thinking. I had a great episode with you guys. Episode 28 is hitting.
28, man.
Yeah, we're gonna have.
Did I show up at the buzzer? Is that what I did? I came in.
Yeah, you would have buzzed me.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean that buzzer beater 3, dog.
We put you in like Ray Allen to hit those last shots.
All right.
You know what I mean?
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
That was all right. Okay, you've been practicing that, huh?
A little bit.
Yeah. You was in the house like, hold on, I can sound like this dude. I know it.
Yo, man, but yeah, tomorrow, man, screening, man. Tomorrow,
Yeah.
yo.
Word.
Yo,
So
thanks for having me on, yo.
Tomorrow?
Huh?
You're there tomorrow?
Yeah. And hopefully 420 we could do. Yeah, 420 we do another screening.
Yeah,
it's gonna be the first 2 episodes I'm gonna screen.
All right.
You know what I mean?
I have a projector if you need me to bring it.
Yeah, I got one. Yeah. But yeah.
That's the sound I make when I smoke that shit.